Hello, everyone. It's Sal Trevor. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's doing good, man. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Happy Monday, everyone, guys. I'm back again. But not for the last time, we hope. Of course, guys. Absolutely not. Of course, absolutely not. But, guys, there's a little bit of a special, so a little bit of a twist. I'm going to be going through our players of the season. What players have tickled your fancy? What players have done well, what players have done badly. Basically, I'm going to start a poll on YouTube. I'm going to start a poll for every player. So basically, I've got the first one. The first player I've got is Onana. So let me just see if I can get this first. Oh, I've done it wrong. 1 second. So I'm going to do Onana first. So if we do, let me just start this poll up first. Yeah. So I'm going to start this poll up. So Andre Onana. He gets, it's going to be 1 to 3 out of 10. 3 to 5 out of 10. It's going to be 5 to 7 out of 10. And it's going to be 7 to 10 out of 10. Okay. Andre Onana, ratings out of 10. So we're going to go through all the players, of course, guys, and we're going to give it, let's say we'll give it 10 minutes, 5 minutes per player, 5 minutes per player. 1 to 3 straight away. My goodness me, 1 to 3 straight away, crazy. We're gonna give it a 5 minutes per player. 5 minutes per player. That's all they deserve. At the end of the day, I should just do the whole squad. How much would you rate this team out of 10? And that's it. At the end of the day, that's what I would do. But Onana, we're going to give him 5 minutes, so let's see how well he does, you know. So, and then I'm going to write it down, and we're going to obviously decide who is our player of the season. So after we've done this, we're going to decide who is our player of the season. Now, guys, whilst that's going on, guys, I just want to ask you, I want to tell you, guys, basically about transfer news, of course. Liam Delap is in talks with Manchester United at the moment. It looks like Liam Delap is the chosen striker for Manchester United, of course, which is, you know, many of us, not our first choice, of course, guys. So that is pretty sad, you know, but what we have to do in regards to, let me just have a look at this. That what we have to do, guys, is understand that where we are as a football club, some of us have to be a little bit more realistic. You know, a lot of us want Liam Gutierrez, and I don't think Gutierrez is off the table yet. I really don't. But I do think it's a little bit unrealistic at the moment, given Arsenal in the race. You know, and obviously a Liam Delap over a Gutierrez, you know, it's ridiculous. There's no contest here, is there? It's obviously Gutierrez that we want, isn't it? But I'm going by, you know, what we can get, what we can afford. There is news coming out of Plettenberg that Gutierrez has decided to join a team in the Champions League, basically. So sad news, you know, sad news. But, you know, this is where we get if we don't win games in the Europa League, isn't it? We get into this position where we're, you know, struggling, you know, to find players. But that's not to say that Liam Delap won't come in and become a star. I mean, we know that. You know, he's not the finished article. He scored 12 goals this season. So it's not that bad, but it's definitely not going to elevate Man United instantaneously. You know, we never know, but you never know. He is co-owned by Man City. That was pretty interesting. But I would say that in regards to Liam Delap, it looks like he could be our signing for strikers. That's not to say Man United won't buy 2 strikers. Of course, that's not to say they won't buy 2 strikers, but you know, the attacking midfield is a position that we're looking at as well, you know, at the end of the day, guys. So, yeah, let's wait and see what happens. At the end of the day, look, at the end of the day, we ain't got any money because we're not in the Champions League. We're not in Europe. At the end of the day, that's what it is, you know, and I just hope that he becomes a success. If he does come to Man United, he's going to have my utmost support, as every player would have if they came to Manchester United. They will have my support. But Cunha and Delap, it's already decent so far. We obviously need a lot more players through the door, don't we? We need a lot more players through the door. It's obviously pretty decent, you know, at the end of the day. So let's have a look at what Onana is having so far. Oh, he's got 78%. 78%, a 1 and 3 out of 10. Come on, guys, you're bantering. 7 or 10. 7 or 10. Come on, guys, you're just bantering here, man. You're just bantering here. You know, you're bantering here. You know, but that's bantering. That is bantering. You know, how are we going to play catch up by signing random players or focus on our current talent, mixing experience and youth, buying established players, give power and support to the manager? At the end of the day, this is I've told you that many times that this is not just about Ruben Amorim. This is a conveyor belt of people who are picking the transfers now. At the end of the day, could have been worse, but we're Manchester United. Yeah, it could have been worse. But look, I'm not one of those guys who jump down the throat of a player just because he's not fashionable. If it wasn't for Ruben Amorim, Gyökeres would be playing for Coventry City against Exeter City right now. Do you know what I mean? If it wasn't for Ruben Amorim, no one would have believed that Gyökeres had become the player that it became when he was at Coventry City. No one would have believed that, you know? So at the end of the day, I'm not going to write off these players. I'm definitely not going to write off these players, you know, completely. Because working under Ruben Amorim, and obviously Liam Delap was at Man City. He's been well tutored, well teached. I'm not going to completely call him crap and stuff like that. But I would say that these guys have you know, they're the ones who are picking the transfers. Ineos are picking the transfer. Ineos with Wilcox, Brailsford, Barada, and all these guys will be picking the transfers, of course, guys. Absolutely. So we're gonna end that poll there. Is Andre Onana has got 80%. So we're gonna write that down, guys. 80% Onana is guy. We're doing 5 minutes per player. 5 minutes per player. So Onana has got 80% of 80%. 1 to 3 out of 10, guys. So that is extremely, extremely poor. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, the next player we're going to do another poll, but we're going to do, where should we go from? Let's do Patrick Dorgu. He only played half the season, left back. He only played half the season, so let's see where we get with Patrick Dorgu. Rate player out of 10. So let's do Patrick Dorgu out of 10. So let's say 1 to 3. This is the only way I can do it. I can't find any other software to do it at the moment. 1 to 3 to 5, 5 to 7, and 7 to 10. There we go. Patrick Dorgu out of 10. Let's do this. So Onana's got 80%, 1 to 3 out of 10. 1 to 3 out of 10 was Onana. You know, 1 to 3 out of 10 was Onana. Madness, isn't it? Definitely. Not many bolts, but we get the gist. It's a question I'm asking Sal. I'm asking, how are we going to play catch up? What's your take how we should go about it? Mate, at the end of the day, signing players is how we play catch up. How good these players are remains to be seen. How good these players are will determine how quickly we are to catch up. At the moment, we're not going to be catching up. Like right now, we got to be looking at getting to the top 6 at the moment, getting to there. You know, but I'm not here to answer your questions, Fan. No, at the end of the day, I blocked you earlier. I don't know why you're still here. Good afternoon, Sal. Do you think you're the owners will let him to sell the Deadwoods? This is the biggest thing for me, Ephraim. This is the biggest thing for me. If he can sell the Deadwood, can he sell the Deadwood? Can he sell the Deadwood? That is the biggest issue for me, you know. And I think this is just as important as signing players, in my opinion. Selling players is just as important as signing players because obviously we got to get rid of the Deadwood, you know. Delap may be our next generation. You never know. Exactly, Triple M. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, who would have thought that Gyökeres would be the player he was when he was at Coventry City? You know, if we sign Gyökeres from Coventry City straight up off the cuff, if we sign him straight up, Gyökeres straight, right? If we signed him, people are saying, who the hell is this player? Who is he? How do you know Ruben Amorim can't work magic? You never know. You know, you never know. We got Cunha. We may have Liam Delap. So there you go. At the end of the day, look, guys, Henderson came from Sunderland. You know, Robinson came from Hull City. Mane came from Southampton. That's Liverpool. right? You know, you don't just look at the fashionable signing and stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day. Yeah, these fake accounts, man. Definitely. But that is what it is at the end of the day, you know. So at the moment, we've got with Patrick Dorgu, 25% 1 to 3, 25% 3 to 5, 25% 5 to 7, and 25% 7 to 10. That's tight. That's tight. We're going to give that one a little bit longer. We're going to give that one a little bit longer, guys. We're going to give that one a little bit longer. Ephraim, in this time, we are not in a position to sign what we want, except that we are. At the end of the day, look, you know, we're not in a position at the moment, but I wouldn't say it's over in regards to Gyökeres. It has, I mean, until he signs for Arsenal or whoever he's going to sign for, until he signs on a dotted line. I mean, there is obviously rumours that he might go to Chelsea, Gyökeres, you know. You know, if he goes to Chelsea or Arsenal, you know, I'm not going to judge it until he goes to a club. I'm not going to judge it until he's actually put pen to paper on a club, to be honest with you guys. I'll be honest. Let me get a piece of paper 1 second. I need a piece of paper. So we've got Onana is on 80%, 1 to 3. Bloody hell, he's not liked, is he? He's not really liked. Onana 1 to 3, 80%. There you go. So we're on Dorgu. Now, so we're on Dorgu now. So we're going from there now. We're going from there. So let's see how much Dorgu gets. Let's see how much Dorgu gets. Let's see if he can break the mold and but from the 25% that he was earlier. 5 to 7, 40%. There you go. 5 to 7, 5 votes. 5 to 7. There you go. So we not many votes, but you know what? It's enough to say 5 to 7. Oh, 33% each now. 6 votes. Dorgu's getting close. Dorgu's getting close, of course. You know what I mean? Dorgu's getting close. Definitely getting close. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see. But there you go, guys. You know, obviously, Man United are going to be very busy this summer, not least in the goalkeeping department as well. You know, there is rumours about Costa coming to Manchester United, of course, the Porto goalkeeper. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because obviously it's the Portuguese connection there. My biggest concern about Ruben Amorim is this favoritism with Portuguese players. Maybe that is one thing. Delap never gets dropped. Bruno plays every single game, and regardless if he's good in number 8 or not. But it does seem like we're you know what, there's a little bit of favoritism going on here. So if we do sign Costa, you know, I said earlier in the show, I love Portuguese people, but bloody hell, they love themselves, don't they? At the end of the day, they do keep them, you know, their little circle tight. You know, so Costa is a name linked to Man United before, of course. A very good goalkeeper. Did make a couple of mistakes against Manchester United when we played them in the 3-3 draw early in the season in the Europa League, of course. Big up, big boy. What's going on, my friend? Big boy guys like Erik ten Hag, just like Erik ten Hag. Yeah. What's that, big boy? What about Ten Hag? I don't get it. I don't get it, bruv. I don't get it. What is it? So we're going to stop the poll on Dorgu. Dorgu's got 43%, 3 to 5. That's harsh. That's harsh, guys. That for me is very harsh. Definitely. Let me have a look. So we'd have to wait on that. I'm not having that. Favoritism. Yeah, I think overall, the big boy, the guns. I think overall, most managers show favoritism. Alex Ferguson used to show favoritism to Scottish players. Remember Darren Fletcher, who used to get picked every single week until he eventually became a great player. Obviously, you're playing around great players. You end up a great player, don't you, at the end of the day? Sal, Costa is a good goalkeeper, but he costs too much. Yeah, I think so as well. Look, Martinez is going to cost 40 million, Ephraim, and he's 32. You know? 32. And he's going to cost 40 odd million for Man United. So, You know what I mean? I mean, we can either do that or, you know, we can get Seni Lamens or someone like that, a young player who can come in. Obviously, there's a guy called Guilherme Restes who plays for Toulouse, who Man United are also looking at. He's been on the transfer, and also Brighton's Verbruggen. Verbruggen is also a big player as well. He costs the same Triple M as Martinez, who's 32. Sheikh Jassim has emerged as a potential full take of Football Insider. I wouldn't say too much about that at the moment until something concrete happens. I'm not going to really speculate on that one, of course. Let's see where we are with this. So we're looking at 5 to 7. So we've got Dorgu. We've got Dorgu on, let's say, he's got 3 to 5 out of 10. That's sad. He's on 40%. So we're going to end that one, 40%, 3 to 5 out of 10. So we'll end the part. I thought he's done a lot better. He was man of the match last game. I think that's really out of order, to be honest. But anyway, it is a democracy. It is a democracy, of course. Now let's do another player. This player we're going to do. Mazraoui. We're going to do Mazraoui. We're going to do Mazraoui. So he gets 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 10. So we're going to get through as much as that. Mazraoui, out of 10. What would you give him? Out of 10. Out of 10. Patrick Dorgu is attacking this poor, many back passes. Yeah, but he's young, Taiwo. He's young. At the end of the day, he's young, mate. Yeah, they judge him harshly. He's young, mate. You can't judge a 20-year-old on that, a left back. He was our best player last 2 games, I think. You know, FM, they judge Dorgu too harshly. I agree, FM. Some people are a little bit trigger happy by it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. They don't really have the patience for certain players, of course, you know, and that's what it is, you know, at the end of the day. But we have to be honest. We have to be fair. He got a 3 out of 5. 40% of people have said 3 out of 5, but Mazraoui will probably get higher than that. Maz is definitely 10 out of 10. Yeah, he's going to get a higher result. He's going to get a high score. We're only going through the first team players, guys. The first team players we're going through. So we're going to see what the first team players are saying, isn't it? At the end of the day, and I want to know your opinion in it. So, so far, 7 to 10 is 50% for Mazraoui, of course. Oh, it's going up and up and up. It's going up. 7 votes, 43% each, with 5 to 7 and 7 out of 10. Yeah. So let's give that another few minutes, and then we see where we go. We're just going to carry on until the next show as well. We got to get the player ratings. We got to get our community player of the season. That's what we're going to get. I don't think anyone deserves player of the season. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think any of the players deserve anything. I don't. I think it should be a collective. How much would you rate this Man United out of 10? You know, at the end of the day, I think it should be a collective, to be honest with you. But let's see individually who was our player of the season. You know, Mazraoui was one of the players of the season, to be honest with you. You know, he was definitely player of the season. Absolutely. One of the players of the season. Absolutely. Can't argue with that. Definitely not. Definitely can't argue with that, guys. So far, he's got 9 votes and he's got 7 out of 10 out of business at the end of the day. FM Sal, Ineos will cut costs, what they eat in Malaysia. I know, mate. I know. It's only confusing for low IQ people, mate. That's it. At the end of the day, Rashford is not good enough. And I say, you know, sometimes I feel like this. So it's not confusing at all, mate. Many teams play it. It's not confusing at all. It's only confusing for low IQ people. That's it. It's definitely not confusing for me. Absolutely not. Patrick Dorgu has been good since he came. Just not forget, he came in January from Lecce at 20 years old. You know, guys are too harsh, man. Guys are too harsh. I don't think it is. And forget about Rashford. Don't want to hear about that guy. The guy's a clown. So, yeah, look, now we're going to go on to, he's got it, 7 out of 10. So we got Mazraoui, end of those. Mazraoui, he's got a 7 to 10, 55%. You can't beat that, guys. Guys, someone who might beat him, right? Someone who may beat him is this. This guy is Lenny Yoro. I think this guy is a generational. I don't know about you, but I think Lenny Yoro is a generation for me. I think he's a generational talent. I think Lenny Yoro is a generational talent for me, definitely. So we're going to do Lenny Yoro now. And we're going to do Lenny Yoro now. Yeah, there we go. For me, if we're talking about world-class players, I think if anyone has the potential to be world-class is Lenny Yoro. I think if there's anyone who has the potential to be world-class in this team, I believe it's Lenny Yoro. I really do. Absolutely. Lenny Yoro is underrated. I agree. I mean, let him be underrated. Big boy guns. Let him be underrated because at the end of the day, he can be underrated. We don't care as long as he's our player, innit? You know, let them underrate him at their peril at the end of the day. Mags, what's going on, my friend? Onana out, says Mags. Onana needs to go. Absolutely. Big up, Darren. What's going on, my friend? Yeah, glad you agree, Darren. I think Lenny Yoro, out of all the players that we got, I think he's got the potential to be the world-class player. I also think Aiden Heaven, as well. But he's got the potential to be world-class, of course. But we have to look after him. We can't, we put too much pressure on these players. Look at people after 1 month were slagging off Dorgu. What's wrong with people? After 1 month, people were slagging off Dorgu. For goodness sake, did you see him the last 2 games? I mean, I don't think people watch it. Did you see Dorgu yesterday? How many crosses did he get into the box? The guy was going forward. The guy's a baller, man. I just think people need to calm down. Just relax, let him develop. Yeah, at the end of the day. We're normalizing criticizing kids, Absolutely, Ephraim. We're normalizing criticizing kids here. We're normalizing it. And we shouldn't be doing that. We should be looking after our own and making sure they get the right treatment and nurture them properly, of course, Patrick Dorgu will be staying. He's just out the door. Big up. Like you said, Patrick Dorgu's not going anywhere, mate. Patrick Dorgu is an excellent player. He's an excellent player. He will get better as well. No one said he's going anywhere. Lucky Singh. No one said he's going anywhere, but it's just the way people are, unfortunately. He's been Lucky Singh. He's been our best player over the last 2 games. He was the best player in the final, and he was the best player yesterday in regards to the crosses he got into the box. He was excellent. I felt. People just want to jump on him. Too soon. I think he's a good player. Next season, you will see the real Patrick Dorgu. You will see the real Patrick Dorgu. You will see the Patrick Dorgu moving like a boss next season, of course. So let's see where Euro stands in your rankings. 7 out of 10 again. Oh, it's going to be close, this. It's going to be close, guys. 15 votes for Lenny Yoro. He's got 87% of it. Not many at the end of the day. But we need... Hi, Sal. Any news about Delap? Freya, my friend, Liam Delap looks likely to sign for Manchester United. Liam Delap, given the news about Gutierrez earlier, Gutierrez is basically not interested in signing for Manchester United at the moment, according to Plettenberg, who is a good journalist, And to be honest with you, I mean, it's not over yet in regards to Gutierrez until as they say, the fat lady sings. It's not over, but it does look unlikely that Gutierrez is coming to Man United, and it looks more likely by the day that it will be Liam Delap signing for Manchester United. I don't understand, Shah. It's crazy. Big up. Grayo. What's going on, my friend? I'll be doing well. 217 affectionate lives. Please, can you, Sebastian? Thank you so much, brother. Thank you very much. I don't understand it. Ephraim, Sal, is there any news about Turkey? Nothing at the moment, but you know what I would say? I would say that the Turkey news is new. So don't be surprised if something happens in the next few weeks. What we have to do, we have to be a little bit patient. The season has just ended, of course. So obviously everyone's going to be jumping on the bandwagon, trying to get news and stuff like that. But obviously it is new. It is new, to be honest with you, at the end of the day, and we have just finished the season. And that's what it is. Now, Turkey has got 77 out of 10. He's got 88%. And we're ending that poll. 88%, 7 to 10. So he's leading at the moment. 7 to 10, 88%. The next player we're going to go to, guys, is Delap. So we're going to start the poll with Delap. Let's do this. Oops, how do you spell Delap? Delap. So we're going to do Delap now, guys. 1, 2, 3. 3 to 5. 5 to 7. 7 to 10. Matthias Delap, guys, is the next one. Let's read some of the comments. Big up, Sal. I don't know. Big up, Steve. What's going on? I don't know if anyone has played football, but I challenge anyone who is good at football to have several bad teammates around you and still try to look good. It's hard, Steve. Some people forget that, don't they? They forget about how bad we actually are as a football team. They just pick out these individuals. I would urge people to be 20 years old to come into a cesspit like Man United. And after 1 month, you're getting criticized. 1 month, you're getting criticized, and people are throwing you under the bus after 1 month, and then, and try and perform. I would urge people to do that. Chicken, turkey, chicken to Chinese chicken. Have a drumstick, then your brain start ticking. Watching X-Files with the lights on, the maze on. Guys, go. Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken. Have a drumstick, and your brain starts ticking. Watching X-Files with the lights on, the maze on. I mean, I got to learn the lyrics again. Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken. I got to learn the lyrics. Frere, so I don't think Bruno will go anywhere. At the moment, it looks unlikely, Frere. Didn't look upset yesterday. Didn't look like he was saying goodbye yesterday. Seemed like it was, it was all love and happy-go-lucky and everything like that. We want 2 or 3 strikers now. Big up Lucky Singh. I better do it then. We better get the strikers, Lucky Singh. We better get them in. Big up. Good day, say Delap 7. Retro, what's going on, my friend? You're saying Delap 7. There you go. At the moment, he's got. Let's have a look what his ratings are. Let's have a look what his ratings are. So Delap so far with 11 votes has got. He's got 7 out of 10. He's got 7 to 10, 50%. 7. Guys, we came 15th in the league. And all these players are getting 7 to 10 out of my goodness me, 7 to 10 out of 10. Wow, Delap. So we got 12 votes in there. Let's end that's 2 minutes ago, but let's end that poll. So Delap, it's closed, 46%, 13 votes. Yeah, let's give Delap a little bit more time. Delap gets a 46%. 7 to 10, 46%. Say 7 out of 10. So we're going to have a look at that. We're going to see how it is. We're going to have a look. And we're going to see who's the worst player as well. Sal, if we sign Delap, only do you think Højlund will go? Rasmus Højlund is there's interest in Italy with Juventus and Inter Milan. So let's play that by ear. Let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks. We're going to know a lot more in the next couple of weeks in regards to players like Rasmus Højlund and stuff like that, of course. Darren, surely Delap not going to be the only striker? I hope so, Darren. We do need another one, bruv. We do need another one. The team has improved in terms of pressurizing the opponents, but need to improve on how to utilize the chances well. I agree. And LT, big up Sal, big up LT. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. I really hope that Cunha is the start of a massive summer and not just to shut us up and give us a false hope. I agree, mate. At the end of the day, it all boils down to what we do next. You know, it's the next signing now. Absolutely. Sal, you got 5 to 7 to 10, 7 to 10. Is that right? Yes, mate. Yes, mate. I mean, Steve. This is a budget team. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so we're looking at. All right, where are we now? Where are we? Where are we? Can't even see this thing now. Let me see if I can find it. I think I've bloody lost the thing. All right, hold on. I think I've lost the thing. I'll have to find it again. Bloody lose things. This. So we've done Delap. So Delap gets 46%. The next player we're gonna do, guys, is the next player we're gonna do. Let me think. We done him. We done Mazrou. We done Delap. Let's do Harry Maguire. So Harry Maguire, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, and 7 to 10. There you go, guys. Unfortunately, it's only 10 options. Yeah, it's only 4 options you can do. It's only 4 options you can do, isn't it? At the end of the day. And Bremo next. Sal, off topic, should we start go fund me to boycott the Glazers? Let's see about that. I think other people are doing it. Delict's rating is harsh. I think so, Ephraim. Muppets made it clear. Muppeteers made it clear. Muppeteers are Muppets, mate. They supported Ineos. Yeah, exactly, Shah. Exactly. Who's going to believe Muppeteers, that clown, you know? We need a striker who is physically strong, quick, creative, fast, dependent in front of goal, Erling Haaland. You never know what Liam Delap can develop into. You know? You never know what Liam Delap can develop into, guys. You never know. You know? Maguire, 6.5 in my opinion. So we're going to do Harry Maguire. Maguire. Then we're going to go through. So let's give it another 5 minutes, and we see where we go with Harry Maguire, of course. Lucky Singh, Rashford wants Barcelona. They're going to be big up. We'll have to wait and see. All I can say is that the Rashford saga is going to drag on. I got a feeling that the Rashford saga is going to drag on all summer. I got a feeling that of all the players, Rashford is going to be the most difficult. It's going to drag on all summer. Steve, I'm sure everyone prefers Delap over Højlund, surely. I do, Steve. I think he's a better player. 12 goals for Ipswich this season, Steve-O. 12 goals for Ipswich. You know? 12 goals for Ipswich in a relegation side. It's not bad. Retro, 5.5. I put him a 5 to 7, 5.5, and his best season. There you go. What has he got so far? We've got on Harry Maguire, 12 votes. We've got 58% on 5 to 7. 5 to 7. Let's give it a couple of more minutes, and then we see where Harry Maguire goes with this one. At the moment, our player of the season is, it is Yoro. Lenny Yoro is our player of the season at the moment. You know what I mean? There you go, guys. Lenny Yoro, so far, is our player of the season. You know, and so far, our worst player is Onana. He's the worst player so far. He's got 80% with 1 to 3. 1 to 3. You know, there you go. LT, We need to ready to go forward line rather than developing players like Delap because we are too many inexperienced players. I agree, LT. But I wish we can speak to Ineos, mate. I mean, they should really read the room, isn't it, LT? I mean, I wish we could speak to them, to be honest with you. I wish we could have a word with them. Ephraim, no, he won't. What's that? Do you think Delap will get the patience from the fans? No, he won't. After a couple of days, look at Dorgu. After 1 month, people were bringing down Dorgu. After 1 month, watch what happened with Delap. If Delap doesn't score and he's opening 3 games, watch what's going to happen. Oh, you know what? We're probably better off with Rasmus Højlund. I think we're better off with Rasmus Højlund. That's what it's going to be. I guarantee you, it's going to be like that. We're going to hear those noises. No, we'll be sold. Wilcox just loves his own players. You know what? His head's on the line. He's next on the line at the end of the day. He loves his own players, doesn't he? And then let's end this one for Maguire. Maguire, 67%, 5-7. Not bad for Maguire, to be honest. 67%, 5-7. There you go. So he's got 67%, 5-7. Now, the next player we're going to do is, who we got? Mazraoui, Delict, who else? Euro, Maguire. We're going to do Diogo Dalot. This one's going to divide, guys. This one's going to divide. This one's definitely going to divide. You know, 3-5, 5-7, and 7-10. Right. So Diogo Dalot, there we go. This one's going to divide. Listen, I think Delap can develop into a good striker, physical appearance, and he will. Under the stewardship of Ruben Amorim, he will develop into a great striker. As I said earlier in the show about Gyökeres. Gyökeres was playing for Coventry City. He was playing for Coventry City. You know, and no one would have known about Gyökeres or the level he would have reached. You know, and then he ended up becoming this world-class player. So, you know, under Ruben Amorim, you never know. Sal, big up George. What's going on, George Vukulic? What's going on, my friend? Sal, James Wilcox is a Glazer Muppet. They all are, mate. They all are. Wilcox, another Ten Hag, wants his own players. I wonder if Ineos fans would actually say something like about that. You know what I would say, Shah Alam, is that his neck is on the line. His neck is on the line. If this goes wrong, he's to blame. He's going to get the blame. You know what I mean? Steve-O, Stella has been playing out of position. He's been playing right wing back, mate. He's a right wing back. He's not been playing out of position. And left wing back, he's been poor anyway. So he's been playing right, left on the right hand side of the fence. So most of the time. What have I got these polls? Can someone explain? What am I voting for? You're voting for a player, Kerwin. You're voting for. So basically, what we're doing is we're doing the player of the player ratings of the season. So now we're doing Diogo Dalot. So 1-3, 3-5, 5-7, 7-10. So it's out of 10. So basically around that. I only get 4 options, unfortunately. I would do a 10 options, but obviously I ain't got enough. So it is 7-10. 5-7, blah, blah, blah. So what do you rate Diogo Dalot out of 10, basically, this season? Dalot 4.5 to be generous. Yeah, generous. Dalot 5, 3-5. He like Lindelof, been here way too long. I agree, mate. I agree. So far, what has he got? 71% on 3-5. 71%. On 3-5, guys. 3-5 on 71%. The number of presents the ratings, I see. Sorry, Kerwin. I know it's not the best poll in the world, mate, but you know, we will get by with it. These players don't deserve a poll. They don't deserve a poll. So this is the poll they get in. You know. Freya, Sal, Amorim target striker is Gyökeres, but no one knows who will pick between Liam Delap and Gyökeres. Amorim's target is Gyökeres, but if you read from Plettenberg, Freya, Gyökeres is not interested, apparently. Ineos says that. What I would say to you, Steve, in counter to that, right? Right wing back or right back is not much difference. During the Alex Ferguson periods, Gary Neville and Dennis Irwin were almost right wing backs. You know, they were almost right wing backs. So they got forward and they bombed forward. Delap is just not good defensively. What we bought Delap for, he's not good. He's been better attacking than he has at defending. His defending has been awful. He's been leaving his near post. At the beginning of the season, he contributed to 80% of goals being out of position. So on the left-hand side of the goal, it was always empty. And the right-hand side. So wherever he was supposed to be marking, he would be missing. He would go out of place. He would go out of position. And AC Milan said exactly the same thing. That's why they didn't want to keep him. Kerwin, Delap a 6. He should be getting a 7 next year. I agree, Kerwin. Big up, Kerwin. Sal, is Delap good in link-up play? Yes, Ephraim, he is. It's just because he's not a fashionable signing. He's not one of those players that are like, oh my goodness me, Osman and stuff like that. He's not a fashionable signing, of course. So there you go. So we're looking at Delap. Delap is 71%. He gets 71%. 5 minutes per player. Let's not forget 5 minutes per player in the stream, guys. 5 minutes per player. 3 to 5 out of 10. 3 to 5. Delap gets 71%. 3 to 5. %. 3 to 5. There we go. I really hope Amarim mandate to get physical, dynamic players with a strong winning mentality and good technical and versatile. Absolutely. I hope so, mate. I'm sure he will. I think we're looking for more powerful players, much more powerful players. His crossing is even worse than his poor positioning and tackling. He's not a great player at the end of the day, is he? Lucky Singh. Diego Delap has an average 5. Yeah, so he's got 3 to 5. So he's got 5.3. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Lucky Singh. Delap is average. There you go. We want strikers will be well possessing himself during counterattacks and blocking between defenders and put the ball behind the net. There you go, guys. There you go. Absolutely. Yeah. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. So Delap is done. The next player we're going to be doing, we're not going to do all of them today. We're going to have to do some tomorrow. The poll, let's do, the next one we're going to be doing is, so let's look at the midfield. Casemiro. So Casemiro, 1 to 3, 3 to 5. These are speed votes. These are speed votes, crash votes, and 7 to 10. To be honest with you, players have had a lot better ratings than I thought they would. To be honest, a lot better ratings than I thought they would, guys. I really do think that. That is crazy, isn't it? That is crazy. Fair play, but Man United were 15th though, so I don't know. Kerwin, should we take into account wages when rating play? You can do, Kerwin. Yeah, I mean that is a good idea. You can take into account ratings. You can definitely do that. I think you have a very generous community, so I think I do, mate. I think I do. Casemiro at 3. Come on, guys. He's been all right this last few games. Guys, come on. Just give some love to Casemiro. I think he's been good. He was good last game. Casemiro 3 to 5. One of the worst players. So we're trying to say that Maguire has been better than Casemiro. Do you think that? SLD. Casemiro 7 or 8. He did his best even with an old legs. Absolutely, SLD. Thank you, SLD. Thank you. Sorry, guys. So Casemiro is guys. We're not gonna do all of the votes. We're gonna do half today and half tomorrow. So we're gonna have to finish the votes. Casemiro 5 below average. I thought he was better than that, especially last couple of games. Casemiro deserves 5 to 7 or 7 out of 10. There you go, Fred. Big up. Casemiro gets a 7 or 8 without wages. With it, he gets a 6. That's true. That is true actually. Just because Harry is the worst player, Casemiro can do so much better. It's true. LT, I also hope that most of these players who've been here for too long get removed on, because we really need to get rid of the rot which has been part of the poison, which is the broken culture in the football club. I agree, mate. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's look at Casemiro's rating so far. 42% 3 to 5. Come on, guys. Let's move Casemiro up to 5 to 7. Can we get him to 5 to 7, guys? Jeez. Jeez. Well, none on 1 to 3. 1 to 3 is really good, though. None on 1 to 3. That's not bad. That's not bad, to be honest with you. Can we get him higher than that? Remember, guys, this is basically first team football, first teamers. So we're going to be doing the first teamers, the guys who played a lot of football for Man United this season. We're going to be going through those players, obviously. Yep. The next one is going to be interesting. The next one is going to be very interesting. Come on, let's move Casemiro up. Casemiro, we're going to give him 1 more minute. And then we end that poll. Luke Shaw next on the poll. He's not played enough football, though, has he? We turn to Bruno. We're going to turn to Ugarte next. 38%. So we're looking at 38% for Casemiro. Gone once, gone twice. Sold to Casemiro for 38%. 3 to 5. 3 to 5, 38%. Bad. Casemiro. So in theory, you've got Casemiro as one of our worst players, you guys. You guys are cruel, man. 6 is average, right? Yeah. Like and shoot, match, 90 minutes magazines. Match. I used to collect every match. Did you know, Retro, I had every match magazine from 1994 all the way up until 2002. Yeah. Did you know that? Every single episode. Kobe on the board because he has dropped off. He would be interested to see how everyone feels. Let's do one more. Let's do Kobe. Kobe Mainu. Let's do Kobe Mainu then. Okay. Kobe Mainu. 3 to 5. 5 to 7. And 7 to 10. This is going to be interesting. This one. So we do this, and then we get the rest tomorrow, guys. We're going to get the rest tomorrow. So let's do this for 5 minutes, and then that is the show up. But guys, don't forget to smash a like on the video. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. George, Sal, unlucky yesterday. Yesterday late night, lost yesterday 1-0. Couldn't score to save their lives, George. They were very, very passive in front of goal. Unfortunately, they're the only team to lose every single playoff they've played. I found my first shoot magazine in 1989, collected them for many years, got loads. I loved Match. You know what it is? Match magazine. It's whether you firstly buy Match or you firstly buy Shoot. It's one of those magazines, isn't it? At the end of the day, mainly 3 to 5. Cohen, damn, the UK blessed with Footy magazine. For the rest of the world, it was World Soccer. World Soccer weren't bad though, Kerwin. World Soccer weren't bad. I mean, I heard of World Soccer quite a few times. Sunderland are back in the Premier League. Good for Sunderland. Congratulations to Sunderland, big football club. Going to give Newcastle some tough games. Obviously, it's a derby and stuff like that, guys. So it's going to give Newcastle some tough times, guys. So, yeah. So far, guys, at the end of the show, we've got Onana on 1 to 3. We got Dorgu 3 to 5. We got Mazraoui 7 out of 10, 7 to 10. Euro 7 to 10. But Euro is leading the way as our player of the season so far with 88%, 7 to 10 7 out of 10. 7 to 10 out of 10. 88%. So leading the way is Lenny Yoro, is our player of the season so far with that amount. Wow. There you go. There you go, guys. Surprising. Great player is Lenny Yoro, of course. Couple of more minutes. Mainu's on 3 to 5 out of 10. 67% are saying 3 to 5. So there you go. Mainu's not going to get higher marks this season. Of course not. Yeah, but World Soccer was too serious for teens. I wanted posters. Shoot and match were brilliant, mate. Shoot and match. You used to get all these gifts and stuff, you know, at the beginning of the season. You get those little league tables and stuff like that, of course. It was really good. Sunderland that would be a derby. Yeah, Sunderland v Newcastle. Yep. Kobe is difficult. Generous 5. It's going to be difficult for Kobe. We got 10 votes. 70% 3 to 5 for Kobe Mainu. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. But yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Let's wait and see what happens. But he's on 3 to 5 out of 10. So we leave it a couple of more minutes and let's see. He looks like he's going to get a 3 to 5. So we're going to do Kobe Mainu, 3 to 5, 70%. You know, so we look at that. We end that one. So don't forget, guys, I will be back tomorrow to finish this poll because obviously it's going to drag on. We got all the squad to do. I'm doing it individually because I think that's fair. You know, so we got all the squad to do. You know, so at the moment, 80% Onana is the worst player in the for Manchester United this season. With 1 to 3, 80% said 1 to 3. Of course, the best player so far is Lenny Yoro with 7 to 10, 88%. And then we got Kobe Mainu, 3 to 5, 70%. You know, second best player this season is Mazraoui, 7 to 10, 55%. Third best player, Matthijs de Ligt, 7 to 10, 46%. So that basically boils it down, doesn't it? It basically boils it down, guys. Guys, I want to thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I will be back tomorrow morning, of course, for Breaking Dawn. And if anything breaks, you know, if anything breaks, I will be live, guys. So put your notifications on. Please don't forget to smash a like. And I'll be carrying on this poll tomorrow. We'll be carrying it on, of course, guys. And we'll be trying to get the best player of the season, the worst player of the season. Don't think anyone's going to beat Onana, to be honest with you. Absolutely. Big up Triple. I don't think anyone's going to beat him. But, guys, thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Cheers, guys. Kobe Mainu, 5. Kobe Mainu got 3 to 5, absolutely. How cool was it to relegate Liverpool and Arsenal by own hand and will? It was spectacular. There you go, mate. Absolutely. Player of the season, absolutely. Yoro and Maz, joint player of the season. Well, Yoro so far 88, but I think Maz gets a vote for me, a little bit of extra vote because of, you know, playing every game for me, you know. So we're looking at a joint man of the player of the season at the moment. But Yoro leads the way of 88%. Obviously, there is Mazraoui is 55%. So 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow for Breaking Dawn. If nothing else breaks, have a good day. Take it easy. I'm Sal Warner. This is Chatterbox. And I'll see you tomorrow to finish off this poll as well. Pick up, everyone. Take it easy. Peace.